Look, if you guys are trying to make money on your own terms online, essentially the worst thing that you could possibly do is try to sell your own product. Selling your own product means that you have to compete with other people selling their own product, and they have millions and millions of dollars to spend on things like ads, product development, research, and these sorts of things. So if you want to make money without having to put up with all that and jump through all those hoops, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I made $10,321 just by selling other people's products. And also, I want to point out that no, I'm not talking about drop shipping where you have to spend like $3,000 to open a new store, have to spend a whole bunch of money on ads and all this other stuff. I'm also not talking about affiliate marketing where you need to create or build or already have your own huge page or a big audience. And I especially do not mean social media marketing where on paper you're making $20,000 every single month, but you're paying everybody else $15,000 like your team and your business partners, and you're only left with $5,000. So you're doing $20,000 worth of work, but $5,000 is all that ends up in your pocket. Because what I'm about to show you, you are able to actually learn online on YouTube for free, and you can keep every single penny that you make. So if you want to make six figures online, the best way that I've found to do this is to learn a skill that will help you make more money for other businesses. Now, I've done this with the skill of copywriting. So what is copywriting? Well, copywriting is the ability to produce written words that persuade people to take action. On a very basic level, here's an example. A business sells a bunch of products worth $10. They have hundreds of people who buy the product at $10. But for those people that actually purchase, they need to put in their email so that they can get a receipt. Then that business sends out emails to all the addresses that they've collected saying, hey, maybe you'd want to buy this $100 product as well. Sure, not everybody's going to open the email, not everybody's going to click on the email, but not everybody's going to buy the product, but a good portion of the people will. And then just like that, you've essentially created revenue out of thin air just by using emails, just by creating copy that makes people want to buy it. Now, again, this is the beauty of running a service-based business. You don't got to deal with no team. You don't got to deal with dozens and dozens of clients. All you really need is 2 to 3 to 4 clients to actually make over $10,000 a month just with this one skill. Now, if you're brand new to copywriting, you can literally learn it in just 2 hours. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to show you exactly how. But the thing is, a lot of people don't really understand when they hear the idea of copywriting because they think of it like this. Why would somebody pay me thousands of dollars just to type a few words? And the problem is that they have been trained by society and by school to only really consider what is called work-based pricing and to have no idea about value-based pricing. So in its simplest form, work-based pricing is getting paid per hour that you work. If you work at McDonald's, you're paid for how many hours you're flipping burgers. But let's take an example of work-based pricing. Guys, as we know, a divorce is something that is very, very expensive. So if you are a divorce counselor and you have the ability to mitigate a divorce that might cost somebody $50,000, then it wouldn't be crazy for you to pay that divorce therapist or whatever $20,000 or $10,000 or $30,000 because they're preventing you from having to spend $50,000. And while they might have only worked maybe 2 or 3 or 4 hours to avoid you going into that divorce and having to pay $50,000, still you would be happy to pay them $20,000 or $30,000 because they gave you the ability to avoid paying a lot more money. They actually saved you money. And the same thing goes with copywriting. Guys, if you're able to make these businesses $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 every single month, then it is far from unreasonable to ask for $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 every single month. You do this with just 2 or 3 clients. That's all you need. You don't need a whole bunch of customers. You don't need to run these ads. 2 to 3 clients. That is it. And these 2 to 3 clients can pay you forever. Not only are they going to pay you forever, you get them good enough results, and they're going to have business buddies who want to pay you too. Guys, you're going to have so much copywriting work that you literally are not going to know what to do with yourself. You're not going to be able to handle it all. So what is the best way to actually make money with copywriting? I mean, how do you actually do it? Do you just write some stuff to sell their product, and how does that work? Well, there are a couple of different ways that copywriting can lead to sales. But the most common and also the most preferred way to make sales with copywriting is through email copywriting. So there are these things called email sequences. Essentially, it's just a system where as soon as somebody buys, or maybe they join an email list, or as soon as you grab their email, a system automatically sends them emails every single day. So on day 1, they get a welcome email. On day 2, maybe they get an email that actually gives them some sort of value or teaches them something. And then maybe email 3 goes ahead and offers them a course or offers them a program or offers them a product. Now, if you set up this email sequence to send to people automatically as soon as you get their email address, then that essentially means that you're earning passive income just by creating 3 emails. These 3 emails are going to generate revenue for every single email that you're allowed to grab. So then the next question is, well, how do you get more emails? Well, it's simple, really. You can do a whole bunch of things. You can have people sign up for webinars. You can have people buy a really cheap product and get their email that way. I mean, there's so many ways to get emails, and then there's so many ways to further monetize emails. But that's just one aspect of copywriting. You also have things like ads. You also have things like video sales letters. You also have things like sales pages. Guys, copywriting is literally everywhere. There's so much opportunity, it's not even funny. And the crazy part is, you go out and you ask your parents, hey, yo, what is copywriting? They're gonna say,
I don't know, isn't that when you upload a video to YouTube but it has like copyrighted music or something like that?
Most people have no idea what copywriting even is. So needless to say, we are all still early to the party here. Unlike something like day trading or dropshipping, where literally everybody and their grandmother and their dog is trying to do it. And the crazy part is that with AI and ChatGPT, you don't even really have to be that good. Back when I started copywriting, I had to work for months and months and months to actually become a very good copywriter. But now there are people who English isn't even their first language, and they're still making thousands and thousands of dollars with copywriting. So don't think that you have to be some skilled marketing expert, or you even have to be good at writing. In fact, let me tell you something funny. Most people who are great writers are actually terrible copywriters. And most people who are terrible writers are usually great copywriters. Why is that? Well, because unlike the name suggests, copywriting has a lot less to do with actually writing. Look, I literally almost failed English class in high school, but the fact of the matter is I was a great copywriter. The reason why is because copy isn't actually written, it's assembled. You see, if you're writing a poem or an essay, you try to make it sound whimsical, you try to add in all these cool little motifs and all these metaphors and all this other cool stuff that has to make the reader think. But copywriting is the exact opposite. You don't want the reader to think. You don't want to confuse anybody, you just want to give it straightforward, plain, and simple. But with copywriting, all you really need to do is a little bit of target audience research. That's basically it. If you get clear on your target audience, you know exactly what they want in the short term, in the long term, you know what's holding them back, and you know what they fear, you can literally just plug and play different email structures and you can be a great copywriter. And now, of course, I get this question all the time, but Tyson, does copywriting work in XYZ country? And let me just tell you this. We have people from all around the world in the Discord copywriting server who are posting their wins literally every single day. I'm talking people from Sweden, I'm talking people from India, I'm talking people from the UK. And the craziest part is that these dudes are young guys. I'm talking 14, 15, 16 years old. They are in high school right now making way more money than their teachers, and it's completely nuts. I mean, if I'm being honest, I really can't recommend copywriting enough. It's what's changed my life. It's what's changing lives every single day with the people in the Discord server. It's something that you would like to look into, learn more about, or get started. I'll leave some free courses on screen now that you can go and click. These courses are a couple hours long and they're going to show you absolutely everything. How you can get started with copywriting, how you can outreach to clients, how you can get your first client, and how you can get paid in the next 30 to 60 days. Anyways, guys, that is it for now. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.